All right, so I'm Joe Zekas from YoChicago, and I'm down here with Jerry Karlik on the left and Keith Giles, the developers of New XO Condominiums. I won't ask you about the experience of working with the name architect, what I just did. Some developers find that difficult.
Lucien Lagrange is the architect here. I've known Lucien for about 10 years. He's had he has a really interesting reputation, which is very different on the consumer side, the professional architecture side, and the construction side. But I've known him. Jerry and I have talked about finding the right site to work with Lucien on, and it all kind of came together on this project. He hasn't done a project in South Loop. He has really interesting, cutting-edge ideas, and it just has worked out very well for us. We really think these buildings are going to be landmarks in the city, but it's a collaborative effort. We have been working very closely with Lucien and his group to come up with a project that not only is exceptional architecture, but is economically feasible. And that's a very we take a very careful approach to designing the floor plans, designing the skin of the building, the appearance on the outside and the inside. And because we've taken that approach, we feel like we have a really winning team here. And Lucien himself has been personally involved in this. He is quoted as this is his finest work to date, and we feel really pleased that we're working with him on this project. It's been really a lot of fun so far.
That's pretty unusual for an architect to say that this is his favorite or his finest work to date. Most of them are much more clinical than that. They always say their best project is their next one.
Well, I think Lucien is like every other professional and artist, has evolved in his career, and this is the natural evolution of what he's been doing all his life. I mean, he's done some very interesting stuff, and probably the next project will be just a lot more interesting than this. But so far, this is a culmination of what he's done for the last 30, 40 years. To allow him to build something like this and for somebody to back his ideas and his design is something that happens over time. If somebody new walked in and said, I'm going to design these buildings, the kind of faith that you would have in a person like that would be probably pretty minimal. But since Lucien has evolved and has done very interesting things, very modern things, very classical things, he's done about everything. And for us to allow him and for him to bring this design to us is because he has that reputation, has the experience, and he is a true artist. Done a great job for us. We get along very well. We have a great personal relationship, and we enjoy working with him and his team.